mix, where we do different things every Thursday. And today it is in the camera's view, and we've got a corker for you today. And it's the legendary movie Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. Now this was recorded on the December the 9th, 1979 at the Pavilion de Paris in Paris. And it was released on videotape in 1980, and then they put it out on DVD on the 7th of June, and then it became on, I think, about 2011, they brought out that box set Bonfire, and it had the soundtrack on there. Now the movie doesn't include TNT, but you get it on the album, and the album you don't get the interviews. So AC/DC at the time was Bon Scott. Now this is probably one of the last things that Bon Scott did as a member of AC/DC before he sadly died. The legendary Angus Young, another legend that's no longer with us, Malcolm, Cliff Williams as ever on the bass, and the fantastic Phil Rudd on the drums. So let's have a look at what's on here. So at the beginning of the concert, you get this echoey bit of Angus playing guitar, and then you get Angus and Malcolm just in the back dressing room giving it the strum. You also get a little interview with Angus saying why he moves around on stage. He says he talks about Phil Rudd flicking bogies at him with his drumsticks, and of course Cliff's swinging bass. Then the funny bit is you see Malcolm getting ready to do the show. He takes off a t-shirt and this sort of very 70s tank top, washes his hands, puts a clean t-shirt on, and then goes off and does his gig. Then you get Angus getting ready. He's got his normal clothes on, and then he comes out in the schoolboy uniform. Same with the rest of the guys. So then we go straight into the action. Now this one opens up with Live Wire, which is from TNT. You get that great bass line from Cliff, and then up on behind the drum kit you get this little silhouette of Angus doing them little riffs at the beginning of that, and he works his way down onto the stage, and when it starts the hat comes off Flick, and he's like a maniac as he ever was doing that. Absolutely brilliant. It's a great version of this. I just love that formula of Malcolm and Cliff at the back, toddle up, do the backing vocal, and back off again. And they've done that all their careers, up, down. Absolutely amazing, giving Angus the freedom to roam around. Then we get a song off there, what was the latest album, Highway to Hell, Shot Down in Flames. This is just brilliant. Them great riffs from Malcolm. I love that guitar solo on that. It sounds great live. No nonsense. It still happens today, doesn't it? There's just no nonsense. So I've actually seen them do this with Brian. It's absolutely amazing track. I do love that track. Then we have a brilliant track from Let There Be Rock. Hell Ain't a Bad Taste to Be. Absolutely. At the beginning of this, 2 songs in, and Phil Rudd's had to replace his snare drum. But he hits them drums with so much power. Just a great track. Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. Then we have go to my favourite album, Power Rage. Sin City. Absolutely brilliant. Cliff's bass line, that eerie boom 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 boom. And as much as Brian sings this, it's made for Bon, this Scott. Absolutely cracking track, isn't it? Then we get Walk All Over You. Great song, but That's a thing they did in them days. Well, they clipped, instead of concentrating on what's going on stage, we get Phil Rudd driving a Porsche over a frozen lake going to pick up Bon Scott in the middle of nowhere. Why do we need that? No, we don't need that. I just want to see the song. There we go. Then we get from Let There Be Rock, the pinnacle of the show, Bad Boy Boogie, including the famous strip. But the thing about this, it's how Phil, Malcolm and Cliff keep that rhythm going as Angus is doing that strip. And it's the communication without talking between Angus and Phil when they hit that do-do-do-dum bang on the drums. Absolutely incredible. It's just a great bit of fun. Then we get the Jack, everyone's favourite. Everyone sings this, still popular today. I've seen many a good AC/DC tribute band, and this is always a firm favourite. It's one of the sing-along tracks with the band. Then we get Highway to Hell, which at the time was a brand new song. Can't believe that, but it's just great. Great song. You knew it was going to be a firm favourite. Then we have another track from Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm. Now, it's a great track, but live it's really meaty. Certainly sounds better than the studio version. Then, of course, we get High Voltage, another great sing-along track from TNT. Another firm favourite. Then we get the classic Did it, Angus. The one and only, the whole lot of Rosie. Brilliant. And then we get Rocker. Absolutely mental. And halfway through this, there's a clip of Angus taking on oxygen. And then you do something I don't think would happen so much now. He gets on the back of a roadie and goes in the crowd. No one tries to hit him or think. Just brilliant. Then he goes back up on stage and goes on the top on Bon's shoulders. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. Now there is another clip of them doing. Don't know if it's. I think it's in Rock or Let There Be Rock, done at the Hippodrome in London. And he goes and walks along the balcony. It's hilarious. And then he comes down the stairs, and there's fan in the stairs, and he doesn't realise Angus is behind him. And he sees Angus going down. He's absolutely freaked about it. Absolutely brilliant. I love Rocker, and the live version is brilliant. And in them days, they ended up with Let There Be Rock, because there wasn't rock and roll for those about to rock. It's for the show closer. Absolutely brilliant. Great version of this song. Lots of duck walking from Angus. Absolutely terrific. What a show. This has always been my favourite AC/DC live video ever. All of them are great, but this one to me is absolutely the bee's knees. And it's great that they captured Bon, because this was filmed in December, and in February of '80 he died. So we've got all these clips and little interviews with Bon and the whole band. It's just a terrific thing. I think the only letdown for me is having that stupid bit of film. I can see the clipping in the interviews in between the songs. I get that, but going to that stupid clip in Walk All Over You, I want to see what's going on stage. I play this a lot. It's a very, very special video, and I can only give this a 10 out of 10 because it is just absolutely the bee's knees. Okay, that's all for this. I really enjoyed talking about this DVD. It is in bits on YouTube, but I'll put a few of the great tracks in the playlist. So today is also live stream day at 8 o'clock tonight, and I'm going to be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we have got the Prince of Darkness again. We're going to look at Ozzy's live albums, and we've got a one-off album for you tomorrow, and it's for a band called Marshall Hain, and the album is called Free Ride. But if you're in America, you know it as Dancing in the City. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.